Describe the theater you often go to. What does it look like? How is the atmosphere? Tell me everything you can remember. The theater I often go to is located downtown. It is a complex that consists of many buildings built in a unique style. There is a main road that is connected to most of the buildings on the grounds. A security guard usually stands at the entrance, the main building where the shows are held. It is quite large. With 6 floors giving a luxury feel, there is also an information desk where you can get some information about the show. There are several ATMs in the lounge on the first floor in the auditorium. There is a large scene. It's connected to digital project and computer system. It is a perfect place to watch a show.
Sam, a surly sergeant from Cisco, Texas, saw a sailor sit silently on a small seat reserved for youngsters.
So sailor sits silent on small seats reserved for youngsters.
He stayed for several minutes while tots swarmed around. Sam asked the sailor to cease and desist, but he sneered in his face.
Sam asked the sailor to cease and desist, but he sneered in his face.
Sam was so incensed that he considered it sufficient incentive to sock the sailor.
Sam was so incentive that he considered it a sufficient incentive to sock the sailor.
The sailor stood there for a second, astonished, and then strolled away.
The sailor stood there for a second, astonished, and then strolled away.
Sam was perplexed but satisfied.
Sam was perplexed but satisfied.
And the tots scampered like ants over to the seesaw.
And the tots scrambled like ants over the seesaw. When was the last time that you went shopping? Where did you shop? Who did you shop with? And what kind of activity did you do while shopping? Tell me about your recent shopping experience with a lot of detail. The last time I went shopping was just a few days ago. I love biking. I buy biking gear occasionally since things were out or break. I had to buy some new gear at a local store. I needed a new helmet as well as some wrist guards. There were so many things to choose from and each design had lots of cool features. The main concern was the design and durability. I wanted to buy some international brands, but they were all little too expensive. Instead, I went to a Korean brand. The goods were almost half of the price and the quality was still there. I ended up saving money by buying domestic products. For the price, it was definitely a good buy. I have been using them every time I ride my bicycle. They work just fine. What are your responsibilities at home or in your family? What is your role? Tell me in detail. All of my family members agree to share home responsibilities. Some of my home responsibilities include cleaning my room, helping with laundry, and keeping the house neat. I make sure my home responsibilities are taken care of first before anything else. We equally divide the house chores. We take turns washing dishes and doing the laundry. For daily chores, I vacuum the house, cleaning the bathroom, and take out the garbage while my mom cooks. My mom is always busy preparing food, making sure that we eat on time. Cleaning our rooms and washing our clothes, they are her priority as a mother. We do most chores on the weekend. We normally spend all Saturday morning cleaning the house. We go grocery shopping together once a month. We go to the major supermarkets such as H-Mart and L-Mart to shop for a month's worth of meal at one time. We all think the division of our housework is fair.
A lazy Thursday at the zoo.
A lazy Thursday at the zoo.
Found the zebras grazing on zinnias.
Found the zebras grazing on zinnias.
Posing for pictures.
Posing for pictures.
And teasing the zookeeper.
And teasing the zookeeper.
whose nose was bronzed by the sun.
Whose nose was bronzed by the sun.
The biggest zebra's name was Zachary,
The biggest zebra's name is Jackery,
but his friends called him Zach.
but his friends call him Jack.
Zach was a confusing zebra
Jack was confusing zebra,
whose zeal for reason
whose zeal for reason
caused his cousins, who were naturally unreasoning,
caused his cousin, who were naturally unreasoning,
to pause in their conversations.
to pause in their conversations.
While they browsed,
While they browsed,
he philosophized.
he philosophized.
As they grazed,
As they grazed,
he practiced Zen.
he practiced JINN.
Because they were Zach's cousins,
Because they were Jack's cousins,
the zebras said nothing,
the zebra said nothing,
but they wished he would muzzle himself at times.
but they wished he would muzzle himself at times.
S. Past action. I used to eat rice.
I used to eat rice.
To be accustomed to. I'm used to eating rice.
I'm used to eating rice.
Z. Present passive verb. Chopsticks are used to eat rice.
Chopsticks are used to eat rice.
Simple past. I used chopsticks to eat rice.
I used chopsticks to eat rice. As a child, what chores did you have at home? What responsibility did you have? When I was a kid, my parents assigned me to the things that are related simple and easy. I was responsible for rearranging shoes in a nice and neat room once a week. Also, my job was to set the table for dinner and bring the dishes to the sink after each meal. Compared to the household chores I do now, those responsibilities did not require a lot of time, energy, or effort. Looking back, for a child, assuming responsibility in the home is very important. It allowed the child to view himself as a person who is capable of making a contribution to others. For me, my home responsibility means a lot. And I do them with the utmost care and attention even though I don't get any reward for doing chores like in the old time. Tell me about the household chores you did recently. A few days ago, all of my family cleaned the house for hours. Recently, we couldn't clean our house since each one of us has been busy. We haven't had a chance to clean up for a few months. First, we opened the window and then we vacuumed the floor and dusted the shelf and television. I put a mask on and cleaned my house. I swept the balcony and cleaned the furniture. I wiped each piece of furniture in the living room. After wiping the furniture, I also wiped my room and I even scrubbed the toilet bowl. Stain were all over the bathroom. It took about half a day. I thought it would take longer than that. Fortunately, it took less time than expected.
I applied for the job, not you.
I applied for the job, not you.
I applied for the job, but I don't think I'll get it.
I applied for the job, but I don't think I'll get it.
I applied for the job, not I applied myself to the job.
I applied for the job, not I applied myself to the job.
I applied for the job, the one I've been dreaming about for years.
I applied for the job, the one I've been dreaming about for years.
I applied for the job, not the lifestyle.
I applied for the job, not the lifestyle.
1. Intonation. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater.
2. Word groups. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater.
3. Liaisons. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater.
4. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater.
5. The American T. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater.
6. The American R. Get a better water heater.
Get a better Water heater.
7. Combination of concepts 1 through 6. Get a better water heater.
Get a better water heater. What kinds of home improvement projects do you enjoy and why? People tend to make change over time. They make home improvement by remodeling a room or just painting a wall. So do I. Painting wall can be a great way to redecorate the room or simply give them a new and clean looks. Remodeling and renovating your home can make your home more enjoyable. On top of that, potential buyers are often looking for a way to save money when shopping for a new home. When painting their wall, one problem many amateur painters like me encounter is streaks. These streaks make the wall look unfinished. So, when I paint a wall, I try to make sure the paint is mixed properly before applying each coat. This is one way you can prevent streaks. Also, I painted several coats for right color. 2 or 3 may be enough to eliminate any streaks. On the other hand, when using dark color, you may need 4 or 5 coats. I don't think it is an easy job, but it is worth it.
Anger. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Excitement. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Disbelief. I told you it wouldn't work, and I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Smugness. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Humor. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Sadness. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would.
Relief. I told you it wouldn't work. Whew, I thought it would.
I told you it would work. Whew, I thought it would.
Resignation. I told you it wouldn't work. I thought it would.
I told you it would work. I thought it would. Tell me about all the steps of a home improvement project. What steps do you usually take? How do you complete the project? Interior house painting brighten up everything, providing a new, clean, and fresh atmosphere. Some painting projects are easier than others. Painting is one of the easiest and least expensive ways to update a home. You can paint the wall and enjoy a whole new look by following a few simple steps. First of all, what I do is apply the paint of my chosen color using a brush or a ruler. And I let it dry for a couple of hours before applying the second coat. Once the second coat has dried, I check the surface from a variety of angles to see if the paint requires any touch-ups. If necessary, I do touch-up simply using a little bit of paint on a small brush. This is how it goes.